What's up, fam? Shout out to the mighty Who That Nation, man. We up in this thing, sports going to represent. Fam, this big Q. Listen, fam, I want y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. We up in this thing, man. I'm kind of moving around. But listen, fam, somebody sent me a interview, I guess, that I heard somebody sent it, DM'd it to me about, it was with Bobby Hebert, who's a talk show host down here in New Orleans for the main radio station. And y'all put one in the chat if y'all, let me make sure y'all can hear me good. Can y'all guys hear me? Put one in the chat if y'all can hear me pretty good up in here, man, because I'm about to talk about this interview, man, that they sent to me I just heard. And before I get into it, let me hear what you guys, can you guys hear me all right? Put one in the chat if you can hear me pretty good. All right, thank you, fam. Appreciate you there. DJ Twigger, what's happening, man? Appreciate you, brother. GM Kev, I see you, fam. Tori, how you doing, brother Tori? Shout out to your OG Jerry. What's up, OG? Man, listen, man, let me touch down with this one, man. I'm not going to hold you long because I'm going to kind of talk about this later on in the stream, man. I'm going to probably do a stream on this. Probably, if not later on tonight, probably be Saturday because we got a Pelican post game report that we'll be doing tonight on our PPR channel. But I heard this interview by Bob, and like I said, I don't really be listening to too much other stuff, but people sent me this and said, Q, you got to listen to this. So I listened to the segment where he was talking about Marshon Lattimore, man, saying a lot of disparaging, disrespectful things about Laddie Daddy, man. Did y'all hear that? Hear this interview, man? Now, what's crazy to me is, listen, the vantage point, that's why I'm so happy, man. We got our own platform where we can counter these bull crap narratives that these out of touch ass people be trying to come at these players with, man. You know? And let me tell you something, man. Marshon Lattimore, bro, is the best cornerback the Saints ever had. Ever. In the history of the entire Saints organization. He's the best cornerback they ever had. Now, I'm going to credit him for saying, he said at least that much. But that did not stop him from saying all of this other BS about Lattimore. Now, it's a few points to touch on because it's a lot of BS, and I'm not going to touch. I'll run it down on another show when I can play it and react at the same time. But that was real. That was a lot of disparaging commentary made about Lattimore, and none about Dennis Allen. You know, talking about he's a Prima punk ass touchdown. His last touchdown of the year was a punk ass touchdown. But don't have nothing to say about the punk ass shit that Dennis Allen did when he was supposed to keep that in-house. It wasn't supposed to say nothing about that. He didn't keep it in-house to set up there and apologize to Atlanta coach, but never apologized to the Who That Nation for all the bullshit losses he had. Didn't say nothing about that. It's just, you know, he said that Lattimore was trying to shift the narrative. If the man asked him, whoever the host is, I don't know the host, man. I'm sorry. I don't know these people. Like, maybe I'm supposed to. But these people, whoever asking these people these questions need to be more adversarial in their approach to make them describe what, just to come out and say what they, make them think about what they're saying. Because none of this, to me, you can't slam Lattimore for doing what he do. How the hell you think he became the best cornerback the Saints ever had? How do you think he got there? By playing out there, doing what he's supposed to do. And despite some of the injuries that he's had over the last few years, he's still the best, by far the best cornerback the Saints have had to date. I'm talking even into recent stuff. He's a prima donna. He's Michael Thomas 2.0. He's a rotten apple. You know, I wouldn't have him around the young people because he'll spoil the barrel for the young defensive backs. Really? What? It's just unbelievable. Now, let me just say this, man. Let me say this, bro. Let me say this. Because they're not gonna tell you this, fam. They're not gonna tell you the narrative. So I guess it's up to me, as always. It's up to me and the Who Dat Nation, the great think tank, to keep telling the goddamn truth. That's why I'll be hitting these people hard, man, because they be spinning either BS, half truths, or narratives that support the team. It's always nothing. It's no critique about what Dennis Allen was doing with the Saints last year. The man was disgruntled, and this is the reason why Lattimore had problems with the Saints, because he was disgruntled about the direction of the team. The team was losing. There was no accountability. People were losing faith in Dennis Allen because he didn't do a good job overall last year. He got 9 wins, but he should have had 11. But that was the accountability issue. He wasn't staying on top of his offensive coordinator, forcing him to make changes, doing off-code behaviors and shit up in there. And the man, and I wasn't doing just Lattimore, it was other players that was upset about the direction of the team, because it's 3 straight years that the Saints haven't made the playoffs. The man he's not liking the direction of the team. He lost faith in the coach. That's nothing new. They got people out here that's supporters of the team that lost faith in Dennis Allen and the Saints and Mickey Loomis with all the excuse making they make. But I don't hear none of this stuff from these people going at them about what they contributed to the situation that led to Lattimore's disgruntlement. I don't care if you paying him money or not. You paying Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis money too. At least he does his damn job during the season, as opposed to the other guy. The guy don't do no damn in-season evaluations. They didn't criticize none of that. So once again, man, like I said, family, it's the same old BS with these old run-down, dinosaur-ass media people that's in the pocket of these people. That's what I'm saying. It's always the same one-sided narrative, which never places blame on what the Saints players, administration did to lead to the disgruntlement and fractures in the locker room of the Saints last season. For him to come down and make these disparaging comments about Marshon Lattimore, to me, is disingenuous, man. It's phony, it's fake, and it's bullshit. To me, it's bullshit. It's bull. They might need to check him, man, to see if he got some type of brain disorder, or he might be suffering from a touch of the dementia. Something going on there, bro. You need to drink some more coconut juice. What's up, brother? Get you some goddamn coconut juice, Hebert. You're losing it. You're losing it, man. You're supposed to tell the truth all the way. And the truth is, it's not a one-way street. Lattimore and other Saints were disgruntled because of what was going on in the locker room. The low accountability and all that led to 3 straight years of not making the playoffs. These guys want to win. They don't just want to sit up there and collect checks like this narrative you're trying to say about Mike Thomas. And Mike Thomas was disgruntled because these guys are disgruntled for a reason. They just not sitting up there being mad for nothing. It's amazing. They don't want to tell the truth, but it's okay. I'll tell it for them. Since you're too incompetent, too scary, too chicken shit to tell the truth. Well, the Sports Coma got a reputation for years, a decade of telling it like it is and keeping it real. And we won't shift from that perspective, because that's why the Sports Coma was created, because we got tired of the wrongful narratives that spin protection for these teams. They have a part in the failure of what happened with the Saints over the last 3 years. It's not just the players. It's the coaches and the people that pick the coaches. They got to offer up and be put on that altar of criticism too. You can't just put it on the player all the time. And especially Lattimore. Lattimore she's the man. You ain't got too many people you can put up there in terms of the greatest defensive backs the Saints ever seen. this man. This man has been a reputable player for the Saints since then. He had one little incident with the guy had the stuff in the back of his car. Y'all remember that? But that was on him. He just made a bad decision. He had the dumbasses in the car with him. But he ate that ever since then. He's been good. But he's been a model citizen since he's been here. Then the worst criticism is he tried to take a shot at Lattimore's calm demeanor like he getting high or something. Man, what's wrong with these people, man, talking about Lattimore like he threw some shade at Lattimore like he get high or something because he got a smooth demeanor. He mentioned Brandon Ingram. Dog, these dudes are cool and calm. That's their demeanor. B.I. is smooth and cool and calm to a fault. But these brothers ain't getting high, man. You know, so he's a rotten apple that gets high. That's a prima donna that you shouldn't have your young car. If we had every goddamn player, every defensive back we have playing like Lattimore, man, we would have the top secondary in the entire NFL. Knock it off with that, man. It's just ridiculous. All the criticism in the world for Laddie Daddy, but none for Dennis Allen, none for Mickey Loomis, none for Gail Benson, none of that. No criticism at all from none of these people. None of them. And I've been saying that, and a handful of us have been placing the blame where it belongs with the administration, with the coaches. They don't just become disgruntled, especially a player of Marshon Lattimore's peer of his ilk, you know, criticized like he could have played last year. He could have played. How the fuck you know what he could have did? You don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, bro. I heard that, man. I was like, man, these people out of their mind, man. They must be just trying to do shit to cop views. That's what it is, man. Man, you can't sit up here and criticize the man, and he the best cornerback you have. He got rolled up on in some freak stuff last year. Pause. About his play. It wasn't about his contract. The whole thing was about Dennis Allen's leadership and where Dennis Allen was leading this team. That's the truth. It wasn't about any of that other stuff. Y'all know that. For the Saints organization, that's what they do. So anyway, man, listen, that's all I'm gonna do. But I'm probably gonna bounce back later on today, or if not today, it'll probably be tomorrow. I don't know, man. You know, it'll probably be. None for Dennis Allen, none for Mickey Loomis, none for none of these people, none for Gail, none of them. You know why? Because these people paying. Things been going on in that locker room. Criticize them, but they don't want to do that because they know where they bread buttered. That's why I pinpoint these people. I want y'all to understand that's a fake, phony ass way of doing journalism, man. You see the differentiation right there to protect the Saints from blame and shift blame to the players. Don't let them come with that old bull crap, family. Don't let them come with that nonsense of throwing and shifting the blame on Lattimore like he in that tearing up shit. Like he don't want to play. Like he don't want to do what he supposed to do. That is a lie. That's an ugly, hideous lie to throw on him that don't have no shade, no nothing for Dennis Allen. Mentions Jim Moore and Sean Payton and saying they would have traded. First of all, dummy, he wouldn't have got to that point because those guys had leadership. Those guys had accountability. Sean Payton would have worked it out with Lattimore during the season. Excuse me. He wouldn't have let it fester like that. He wouldn't have let that happen. Jim Moore and Sean Payton are real coaches. Dennis Allen's a coordinator. He lacked those skills to be a Sean Payton or a Jim Moore. Those guys knew to a great deal what it was to be a head coach. They knew. They wouldn't have traded no Lattimore, man, because they would have sat down with him and said, "What's going on here? Well, I don't like the direction of the team." Them people wasn't doing that. That was the point. And it wasn't just Lattimore. It was other players too that was talking up about it. They couldn't say as much as they couldn't say. Cam said some stuff. Elvin said some stuff. They couldn't say everything, but they said enough to let you know that they wasn't cool with what was going on in that building. Tell the truth and shame the devil, man. We're not going to let people sit up here and throw shade on players and don't place blame on the organization that create the environment for the disgruntlement to occur. We're not going to play that bullshit game, Hebert. We're not going to sit up here and let you spin narratives that protect Dennis Allen and these people, and then these people sit up here and create this environment for non-productivity and losing, and you don't have a damn thing to say about these people. We ain't gonna let you sit up there and play protective games, man. We ain't gonna let you run these narratives. And the man asked him, "Why do you think it's like that?" "Well, I don't know. I think you're trying to shift the narrative." Yeah, what narrative? What narrative? If a player, a star player, is disgruntled, it's up to the head coach to find out why he's disgruntled and iron the wrinkles out. What part of the game are we missing here? What part of the game are we missing here, man? It's easy. It's easy work. It's easy. This ain't difficult. These people easy work, man. It's easy to expose these bumblers, man. These guys don't sit up but do nothing but protect these people. They don't need no protection. These people don't. These other cats, man. They don't need it. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna end it right there, fam. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I'll at y'all a little later, cause I'm getting all on a little later, man. I'm gonna do a whole live. I'm gonna react to it. But that's outright ridiculous, man. The foolishness that these dumbasses is saying, man. But listen, man, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the show, man. And listen, I'm gonna holler at y'all in a little while. Much love, peace.